Hi everyone, I'm Michal, head of Wix Partners, and this is our last Open Studio of 2024. Can you believe it? Today, we're excited to look at all of the updates we've got lined up for the rest of the year. But first, a big shout out to those of you who are tuning in today from our watch parties in Orlando, Charlotte, Tel Aviv, and Houston. We're so glad you could join us. As 2024 comes to an end, let's take a moment to reflect on the Wix Studio journey. It feels like we just launched yesterday, but it's actually been over a year filled with innovation, collaboration, and growth. We've also been building our community, which has evolved into a space for you to connect, collaborate, and share ideas. And it's a place where we've been getting to know you better, so keep sharing and engaging. From the very beginning, you've been at the heart of everything we do. We developed Wix Studio specifically with your needs in mind. That's why, before launching, for everyone else, we did something we never done before and introduced Wix Studio to our partners so that you would get to know the platform first. A couple of weeks later, we hit the road on a worldwide tour of workshops and meetups to bring Wix Studio's product and education team right to your doorstep. The amazing feedback from this event fueled our official launch in October, and we've been optimizing the platform non-stop ever since. By optimizing, I mean providing you with the tools that would change the way you worked, networked, and even earned. In January, we started a new tradition to keep you in the loop about these new tools, Open Studio. That's when we introduced a new rev share plan, creating exciting growth opportunities for you. In June, we hosted our first dev conference in India, where we focused on how to stay ahead in this age of hyper-efficiency. The conference was filled with engaging activities, including expert-led workshop and in-person collaboration opportunities with product teams. It was so great to see so many of you there. And of course, we have to talk about summer's big releases. The launch of our Figma to Studio plugin, which you told us truly improved your creative process, followed by the opening of the marketplace for selling templates in July, which created more collaboration and earning opportunities. That brings us to now, our last Open Studio of the year, where we'll share more milestones. So, as 2024 comes to a close, we want to say thank you for taking this journey with us. From your use of the Figma plugin to selling templates, we love seeing how you've been making the most out of our platform and the tools we've developed for you. It's everything we envisioned when we kick off the platform. This journey has always been about our collaboration. Your success is our success. So let's turn the spotlight to you. We're excited to share the inspiring stories of 3 design agencies, highlighting their projects and experiences with Wix Studio.
It's not just about saving time, it's about expanding what's possible.
We are Studio Merge, a creative studio based in Porto, Portugal.
We are VMV Studio, a creative agency based in West London, and we specialize in building bold, impactful brands.
I'm the founder and owner of Scope Theory Design Agency, and we're based in Chicago.
We've been using Wix Studio from day one, and it's instantly been a game changer.
For designers in specific, it's extremely intuitive.
Even the way it's laid out, it just feels very familiar.
There is no learning curve. It's just like, okay, let's get started.
Wix Studio allows us to try, to experiment, to keep pushing the boundary of what can we actually do.
We have so much control and flexibility to go in and fine-tune pretty much every element of the website.
And be really visually cohesive with a language that we've already created.
Web design is about creating a journey. If you have interaction, if you have animations, you connect to people.
Designers can create super complex animations and interactions with no code, so we can be way more expressive with our designs and be way more efficient with how we use them.
Being able to know that wherever we are right now, it's only going to get better is just super exciting.
It's not only changing the final result, it's actually changing the process for better.
There is no bounds, there are no limits. The possibilities are really endless.
That's amazing. I'm so glad our team could fly out to meet these incredible creators in London, Porto, and Chicago just to bring us their stories. Now, I've got some people here you all know, Gali Erez, head of Wix Studio editor, and Oren Inditsky, head of online store. Together, we'll walk you through some of the updates coming your way. We'll kick things off by celebrating some of your creation from the past year. After that, Gali will share some updates to making your site building process more efficient, including a new tool to accelerate the planning stage, which we will demo for you today. Next, we'll talk about a highly anticipated accessibility update. Then, Oren will cover what's new with Studio's business solutions. We've got something lined up that will help you expand business logic intuitively without code. And finally, we'll reveal updates for agency growth. This Open Studio is all about the best of what's to come. We won't have our usual Q&A panel at the end, but as always, feel free to ask us anything or drop comments in the Studio Discord throughout the event. Our team is there, ready to answer your questions in real time. Okay, so we've rolled out so many new features and capabilities since our launch. There is no way we can cover them all right now. But let's invite Nir Sadeh and Daphna Shachak to showcase some of your work with these capabilities. Nir and Daphna are experts in product and design. They literally live and breathe site creation. So they will talk about what we love about your creations and how our features bring your vision to life and enhance the user experience. Over to you guys.
Thanks, Michal. We're always excited to see the unique and innovative ways you're using Wix Studio's capabilities. And today we want to shine a spotlight on a few of our favorite creations we've seen from you. This first example is one we really love. It was created by Pixel Space Studio for a knitting designer. There are a few business solutions added here. Visitors can register for events and read tips and tricks on the blog. There's a members area for the community where they can access patterns and tutorials. These tools support the site's goal of creating a community around knitting.
The design and experience also fit perfectly with the knitting brand. It's warm, it's delicate, it's romantic, and while it may be perceived as a traditional hobby, the storytelling approach keeps it fresh and modern. The animations all align perfectly, from how the text breaks apart to reveal a few images, to how the ball of yarn drops into the basket. It creates interest and there's a playfulness to it. The experience you get in the hero continues with the text and image animations that appear as you scroll. The flowers have this reveal animation, so it's like they slowly grow in the background. The expert work here, combining and timing all these animations, make the overall experience cohesive.
And this is my favorite part, where the cat steals the yarn.
Yeah, it's a cute and smart way to add a moment of delight, and it uses the edges of the viewport so the animation doesn't interfere with the content. Overall, the minimalist style and touches of humor give the site a light and fun feel.
This next one takes us from the knitting world to a galaxy far, far away. This site was created by Noel George, and it won the New Form Design Challenge. The challenge was space-themed. Text effects are a big trend right now. You can see that the designer used code to create this trippy hover effect, where the letters reshuffle to give us different words to highlight the header.
It's really eye-catching and encourages you to stay and explore the page. The Easter eggs they've added help with that too. There's also this section, which uses a combination of effects to make it interactive. An image appears when you hover over the diamonds. When you click on each one, it displays different content, and the text has the same reshuffling effect. It's a clever way of displaying a lot of content without being overwhelming for the user. This last section brings back that hover effect on the text, and the move effect on the images add interactivity and depth as you scroll up and down. It adds a 3D vibe to them, almost like you're looking at a window. It's really nice.
And now let's bring it back down to earth with this super cool online store by Handu Photo that sells outdoor gear. From the parallax effect in the hero combined with the mouse effects that create a sense of movement, to the scroll animations and the hover effects over their products, everything here is engaging and interactive.
Definitely. Especially with online stores, showcasing your brand's value through the design and experience go a long way in building trust with your audience. This design does that well. It creates a strong brand that's totally in sync with their values around nature and adventure. There's an earthy color palette, wild and bold typography, and even a Yeti footprint motif. It's a very strong concept.
They've definitely done a great job of bringing an outdoorsy vibe into the digital world. And of course, another important aspect is the frictionless experience for the shoppers. In the Hero section, there's a clear CTA that takes you right to the shop and into the buying funnel. Each section showcases and helps you to get to know their products in more detail. You can browse by category, quickly see what's new, see their bestsellers, or buy a gift card. The social links are there to build trust and brand awareness. There are clear CTAs to keep you moving towards buying, and the Add to Cart button is right there in the product gallery. It's a seamless experience which can help you get more conversions.
Exactly. And they're continuing to build that trust with the product pages and checkout, which are customized to match the brand style throughout the whole journey. The gallery and product pages are clean and consistent. They really showcase all the gear in its best light. Overall, an amazing site in terms of design and user experience.
Okay, for this last one, we're diving into crypto. This is a sleek and sophisticated site for a crypto compliance company made by Visual Identity. This site is a great example on how you can go beyond and get really custom with Studio's open platform capabilities. The Hero section has these floating particles and has a custom hover effect on the main image, created with custom element and some code, setting a futuristic tone to the rest of the page.
I love the animations here. They're so smooth. And with the addition of smooth scroll and the way the content and elements fade in and out, everything just feels like it's gliding.
I find this last section super cool. There's a pro gallery with loop animations on the tags, but there's also a mouse effect that makes them tilt in response to the cursor. It makes you want to stop and play around with it, but it's still done in an elegant way. Even looking at the services page, the animations maintain that elegance and keep the branding consistent all the way through. This is just a glimpse of the amazing ways you're using Wix Studio's capabilities. So keep thinking outside the box, pushing boundaries, and creating amazing experiences. And now, Gali is going to take you through the latest releases that will help you do exactly that.
Thanks, Nir and Daphna. As always, it's great to see the sites you're continuing to create on Studio and the different ways you're embracing new features and capabilities. One thing that really stands out is the variety and scope of different projects you're creating. From slick and simple to super complex and code-heavy, it's all there. Different projects and different clients call for different workflows. Whatever your process is, we're here to help you streamline it in the best way possible for you and your clients. That's why I can't wait to share this first release with you. Today, we're launching Wix Studio's fully native, AI-powered visual sitemap and wireframe generator. It's a structure-focused starting point designed to accelerate site planning by helping you map and plan your site more efficiently and intuitively. We all know how valuable a comprehensive site structure is. It provides a bird's eye view that helps you plan ahead and allocate resources accordingly, and helps clients better understand their site scope and all the work that will go into it. Our tool makes this entire planning process far smoother. First, it's fully native, which keeps everything synced and streamlined so you can finish planning and start designing straight away. Second, it's AI-powered, so it uses a combination of the information you provide and a massive database to quickly generate the best possible site structure. Third, it's designed to be flexible. You can choose to generate a visual sitemap or choose to generate a visual sitemap and corresponding wireframes. Our visual sitemaps come business ready with pre-installed apps, while our wireframes come with content suggestions to help give you and your clients a fuller picture of how the site structure and content will fit together. Now, we know that not everyone starts from wireframes. Some prefer to start from a visual sitemap and then continue on with their regular creation flow, like creating from a blank canvas or importing external designs and content, which is why you have the choice. What's also really cool is that you can use this tool to create and manage visual sitemaps for both new and existing sites, as well as templates. Okay, so now let's take a look at how the tool works. Starting from the workspace, you'll see that you now have a Studio sitemap and wireframes option when creating a new site in addition to the existing options. As I mentioned earlier, the tool is AI-powered, so first you'll be asked to answer a few short questions that reflect your client's brief. So you can start by adding the business type and description. The tool will then suggest different solutions based on the information provided, and those solutions will be installed automatically when the visual sitemap is generated. So in this case, Wix stores will be installed during the setup. You can always add or remove the suggested solutions before anything is generated. You'll then answer questions about the site. While they aren't mandatory, it's good to keep in mind that the more information you provide, the more tailored the site content will be. Cool, so now on to the next step. Here's where you can choose to generate a visual sitemap with or without the corresponding wireframes. Let's choose to generate a visual sitemap with a wireframe so you can see the full experience. Both will open in the editor, and in this case, since we have chosen the option to add wireframes, we'll be taken directly to them on the canvas. You'll notice we've added this new entry point to make it easy to navigate to and from the visual sitemap whenever you need. Here you can see all the pages of the site, plus relevant apps and business solutions installed and ready for use. And you can see the breakdown section by section. Along with the tailored home, about us, and contact pages, we've got a product page, cart, a members area, perfect for an online store. This visual sitemap view is ideal for the planning stage when you want to lay out your site and content and see where everything goes. But this map isn't fixed. You can drag and move things around, and you can add new pages and sections and rearrange everything however you need. You can also select different labels to help your team and collaborators keep track of the project status, whether it's still in development, completed, or somewhere in between. Okay, so after making any tweaks needed, the visual sitemap is ready. You can export it and attach it to client proposals to help them understand the full scope of the work ahead before you dive in. Or you can share it with clients at a later stage of the process to keep everyone aligned with the project's direction. Once everything feels right, you can go ahead and start working on the design. So now let's take a look at the corresponding wireframes. They can help give you a more comprehensive idea of what the site's layout will look like and help you deliver faster with content suggestions. You can now start changing the content and add media. Another cool aspect is that the wireframes are synced to the visual sitemap, so any structural edits you make in the wireframes will automatically update to the visual sitemap and vice versa. And since they're also wired to the site styles, you can make global color and font changes from a single edit. With the right structure and understanding of the site's layout, you can now go wild with the full freedom you're used to from the editor. Think of the wireframes as the kickoff point. You take it from there and the possibilities are completely endless. Some of you were able to take the tool for a test drive and share your feedback, which really helped us fine-tune it to better fit your needs. We loved how collaborative the process was. The best part is that this is all just the beginning for the tool. With your insights of how to take it even further, we've got some epic things planned in the pipeline, so keep an eye out. Let's now shift our focus to what's new on the menu. You may remember in the last Open Studio, we announced the launch of revamped menus and mega menus, giving you more customization control and design freedom. Well, we've just added a new update designed to tackle the challenge of editing and configuring different menus. I know you're going to be into this one. Meet our new menu component. We've taken horizontal, vertical, and hamburger menus and merged them into one unified menu, which means you can seamlessly edit all menus and get design consistency across all breakpoints without having to configure menu by menu. I can't wait for you to experience it. It's going to be a major time saver. The new menu component also comes with an advanced layout and new design capabilities, better support for sub-items in Mega Menu, and a more efficient managed menu experience. Plus, it will include animation presets so you can add movement to the menu. Okay, let's now switch gears to a topic we know is vital for your customer's site experience: accessibility. It's a huge priority for us, and we're working towards making sure that every studio component is accessible. As part of this effort, we want to make the process of creating accessible sites as transparent and efficient as possible for you. So today, we're rolling out an incredible tool that we know you've been waiting for: the Studio Accessibility Wizard. The wizard will scan a site's pages and breakpoints for you and search for issues like color contrast, heading tags, alt text, and more. It will then list the issues that need your attention and help you fix them directly from the tool. Let's take a closer look at the new wizard and get the lowdown on how it works. You'll find the accessibility wizard in the site optimization area. This means you'll be able to check and maintain your client's site accessibility, as well as detect any setup issues from one place. After you've opened the wizard and it has scanned the site's pages for accessibility issues, you'll see two tabs. The first tab lists issues that are automatically detected, categorizing them as either site level or page level. Let's take a look at two examples that show the wizard in action. The wizard will display the page's images in the tool and let you know which ones are missing alt text. You can then add missing alt text directly from there, and it will also show you the relevant image at the relevant breakpoint on the canvas. In the second example, there's a heading structure issue caused by two H1s on the same page. So the wizard will let you know that it's an issue and help you make any necessary changes. And fixed. The second tab acts as a general accessibility checklist, highlighting important issues your site may face that you'll need to check for and address manually, like media alternatives, descriptive link text, and zoomed content. We're also working on expanding the entire site optimization area with new functionalities, so you'll have transparency about a site's performance, responsiveness, and SEO. So stay tuned for that. Another way we're making site accessibility even more accessible is by enabling automatic DOM order for new sites by default. This means the DOM order will automatically be organized, ordering elements from left to right and from top to bottom, enhancing performance, accessibility, and SEO. For existing sites, you'll be able to organize the DOM order with the accessibility wizard. And that wraps up our accessibility updates. Moving on, we love just how much you love the quality of life updates we shared last time. We know that as professional web creators, even the smallest change in the editor can make a huge difference for your workday. So get ready for a few more updates designed to make the time you spend working more efficient. First up, drop media. It will allow you to drag and drop media files directly from your computer onto the canvas. Also, whatever you drop will automatically be uploaded into the site files folder in the Media Manager. Now let's talk shortcuts. Soon, we'll be adding a new keyboard shortcut to help you duplicate elements and position them exactly where you want. All you need to do is to hold down the Option key on Mac or the Alt key on Windows, select an element, and drag it to copy and paste it wherever you want it to stick. Another time-saving shortcut we've added will let you set images as section backgrounds directly from the canvas instead of navigating into the inspector panel. Whenever you add an image that is the direct child of a section, you can just click on the corner icon to set image as background. It will put the image straight into the background component without adding another layer to deal with. And the last of the quality of life updates for today is part of a broader effort to make working with the text component a better experience. Following the recently rolled out text shadow and text outline is the revamped font picker that will be launching soon. Font families will be grouped, and there will be a new submenu to choose weight. We'll also be separating the drop-down into a recent and filtered view, so you can differentiate between fonts you've uploaded from the rest, all designed to make finding and switching fonts faster. And that ends our creation updates for today. I can't wait to see these make a difference to your experience. All right, I'm now going to hand over to Owen to take you through what's new in the world of business solutions.
Thanks, Gali. It's great to be back. We always strive to provide you the solutions you need to meet the diverse requirements of your clients across industries, but we know that each client might need something unique. That's why we offer tools to help you extend our business solutions, either with code or with third-party apps. Today, I'm excited to introduce a third option, the new Functions Builder. It lets you seamlessly extend our native business functionalities without code, giving you full control to tailor them to your client-specific needs. The builder allows you to set up custom outcomes for different scenarios, using conditions, formulas, and dynamic values. It's designed to be intuitive, giving you the flexibility you need to create and adjust logic as needed. It's also scalable, so you can adapt and grow your solution alongside your business needs. To show you just how powerful the Functions Builder is, let's dive in and take a first look. I'll walk you through a couple of functionalities you can create with it, so you can see its potential in action. Let's say your client has an online store selling some fragile items, and they want to automatically add a fee for extra wrapping and packaging to ship these items. We can set that up with a Function Builder. I'll go ahead and get started from the site dashboard. Here, you'll find a catalog of function types based on the business solutions installed on your site. Since this site has stores installed, I see options related to e-commerce, like additional fees, loyalty, and shipping. As we continue to enhance this feature, more function types will be added over time. I'm going to select the type of function we need, additional fees. Within each function type, there are preset flows, like fees for fragile items or gifts. You can use them as is, customize them, or create a new function from scratch. In this case, I'll start from scratch. Okay, here we go. Although I started from scratch, the foundation is already in place with an input and an output. Now, if I click on an input, it shows the information that is available to work with when creating the custom rules. This includes details like what products are in the order, buyer information, and shipping details. All right, I'll start building the function flow. The first thing I'll do is add a step and create a condition. I can see the different condition options based on the available data. We want to set this up to add a fee for any fragile item that's added to the cart. I'll start by choosing which property the condition is based on. For this, I'll choose the product name. Then I'll add the logic. In this case, we'll select includes any of. Now, I'll add a text value. If the product name has vase or plates in the name, for example, this is how the fragile items will be identified when they're in the cart. If I need to, I can create conditions with more criteria, like an and/or condition. Okay, the condition is set up. The next step is to set the output. This defines what happens if the condition is met. I'll give it a specific name, like fragile packaging fee, and set a fixed price of $2. You can also create adjustable pricing with different functions. Great, it's all set up. Last thing I do is choose what happens if the condition isn't met. I do that under else. The default output for else is that we don't apply the fee, but of course, I could customize that if I want to set up a different logic. Cool, that's good to go. This is a straightforward example, but you can also create more rich and complex flows if you need to. Now that it's activated, let's check it out on the live site. Here, I'm adding a fragile product, and the wrapping fee is added at checkout. You can see how quick and intuitive it is, even if I set things up from scratch. Now, let's see how it's done with a preset. For example, if your client offers loyalty reward for customers, you'll choose the loyalty function from the catalog and see their related presets there. If I select the total spend bonus preset, it already comes with a preset flow, including the condition and the output. Of course, you can always customize it to fit your client's specific needs. So that's a look at the Functions Builder and how you can add that customized business logic to our native business solutions. We'll be adding more function types in the coming weeks. Now, let's talk about some new releases that will help you enhance and streamline your customer's experience. In previous Open Studio events, we talked about new ways to customize your client's storefront design without code, starting with a category page, then product pages, and checkout. Now we've reached another milestone with a brand new site card. It gives you design flexibility to match your client's brand, build trust, and ensure that the customer experience is cohesive and familiar. It will also make shopping smoother and more transparent for site visitors. They can now see relevant details about what's in their cart, like product variants info, prices, and discounts. To increase conversion, they can now also check out right from the site cart, which is also fully optimized for mobile. Plus, more functionality is on the way, including the option to show third-party integration in the UI slots, an express checkout option, and shipping and tax estimates, so stay tuned. A Paylinks revamp will soon be available, so you'll be able to effortlessly select items directly from your catalog to include in the Paylinks to simplify the checkout process and charge custom amounts. This will make it easier to create and manage your links. Plus, you'll be able to override listed prices for special offers and accept coupons or gift cards. Next, we're excited to introduce new capabilities in the area of store credit with Rise AI, our partner app that's been used by some of the world's biggest merchants. Store credit is a powerful tool to boost customer loyalty and drive repeat purchases. With Rise AI, clients can seamlessly manage and automate store credit rewards, compensation, and cashback on orders, uniting all credit issued under a single member's wallet. I'm excited to introduce this next update that will really transform customer experience. It's a powerful new AI tool designed to act as a partner, available 24/7. Meet our native AI assistant, a virtual expert that guides site visitors through every step of their journey, from discovery to purchase, ultimately boosting conversion rates. Imagine having an expert on the team that knows the business inside and out. The AI scans the site and integrates the information. You can even let it scan complete PDFs to build an in-depth understanding of all products and services. With this knowledge, it delivers personalized, relevant responses that align with your client's brand, acting both as a customer care representative and advisor. For example, when customers seek recommendations, the AI assistant can suggest products tailored to their interests, much like an experienced sales assistant would do. It's not just about answering questions, it's about creating an engaging shopping experience that resonates with customers and drives results. And lastly, I'm sure many of you will also be glad to hear the next one is already live. Bookings and multilingual are now integrated, so you can translate your client's booking site content into over 180 languages and manage it all from the multilingual app. We're excited to keep finding new ways for our business solutions to help you create customized experiences at scale for your clients. Well, that's it for me. Stay tuned for more updates coming your way soon.
Thanks, Oren. Those were some great updates. Over the past year, we've been giving you creation tools, as well as providing you with opportunities to earn more. We've seen your earnings grow from different streams, so we want to provide you with a seamless way to manage these earnings. We revamped the RevShare dashboard. We know that the more transparency you have over your earnings, the better you can plan ahead and allocate resources strategically. All your earnings, from RevShare to templates, apps, and everything else you sell, will now be posted in real time with a payout cycle of just 30 days instead of 60. Payouts will soon be revamped to clearly indicate past and future payments, so there's more transparency and control over timelines and issues. We've also invested significant efforts into enhancing our educational activities and resources, from hosting in-person workshops to offering a variety of online certifications. We recently launched a comprehensive SEO course led by industry leaders. It's a great opportunity for you and your team to build up this marketable skill and bulk up your client's offering. You'll dig into a range of SEO topics, including keyword research, link building, Google Analytics, local SEO, and more. Each module wraps up with a quiz to put your knowledge to the test. You should definitely check it out after the event. And that's not all. Throughout the year, we've been seeing more creations of complex, data-driven sites being built on Studio. To support your needs, we've doubled our offering for CMS item quota in the Plus plan to 20,000 items. The Elite plan will also be expanded with 500,000 items, and equivalent Wix plans are being updated as well. And that's a wrap. It's been an amazing year. I hope you're just as excited as we are about all the releases we've rolled out. From visual site mapping and wireframe generation, through extending business functionalities without code, to enhancing store customization. There's so much to look forward to. As always, the recap page is already available for you to visit and look through everything we've covered today. Thank you so much for joining us on this special occasion, and see you next year.